Hi, ladies. I am talking today about how to start your relationship with your high value man. And let's just get to it. Let's get right into it. So, first off, what I want to tell you to do is let's say you met someone, you're out, or you met someone over FaceTime. I just did my makeup, so it might be a little weird in some areas, but I want you guys to see my earrings. Um, So let's say you met him online or you met him in person. Let's just say like you guys have established attraction. So it's the phase one of the relationship where attraction has been established. He swiped right on you. You guys are planning a date. You met him out at a bar. You guys are planning to see each other again. And how should it start? So first off, um, initially, I don't want you to build too much emotional attraction to him because we can kind of get in these text relationships that don't really lead anywhere, and you've kind of established your relationship before even going on a date. So I want you to not establish a relationship before going on the date. I want you to know basic things about him. Maybe where he lives, maybe what he does, maybe like just very surface level. And then on the first date, I want you to go somewhere, a downtown area, because when you go to downtown areas, let's say you guys went to eat, you have time to walk around with him. So you're kind of creating a whirlwind romance. A downtown area has shops, it has stores, it has tons of things. I would recommend your first date being on a Saturday morning. That way you have time to walk around, you have time to eat lunch or eat breakfast. And after you guys have eaten lunch, after you guys have eaten breakfast, you can kind of like go into different shops. It creates this like bond, because he's seeing you shop or, just look at things. He's seeing what you like. You guys have a chance to sort of like walk together and talk. You're not really walking together and talking in like an interview style. Hi, Kenise, discover you on Antoine Daniel's channel. Oh my, so someone keeps telling me I keep saying his name wrong. So Anton. I keep wanting to say Antoine for whatever reason. Do you have the same thing, B? Like I'm just wondering, is it Bay or is it B? Like kind of spell it for me. So, anyways, let's say you guys go to a downtown area, you're walking around, you're creating this attraction. Let's say after the date, you go home and do you call him? No. Do you text him first? No. You wait for him to text you and say, I had a wonderful time. If you have met him online, I would say don't exchange numbers until after you've completed a good first date. After the date, meaning like you guys are like leaving each other. When that happens, what I want you to do is I want you to, exchange numbers with him after if you met him online, like being like, oh, yeah, it was a really fun date. Here goes my number now. So now you just like put yourself on a platter for him and you said, I had a good time. I'm open to you. What are you going to do next? So basically, after the first date, I want you to space out your second date. I wouldn't say, so really, 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 what I want you guys to do is I want you to try to go on a date with him once a week. So this doesn't mean like Saturday and then Tuesday. This means like once a week because it's like he has time to think about you. He has time to fantasize about you. He has time to be like, oh my God, like she blew my mind. I want to see her again. So I would recommend if you do see him again, maybe like you guys hung out on a Saturday. So if you can't wait the one day a week and if he can't wait the one day a week, the next date needs to be no longer than 2 hours, meaning like you go get dinner, he drops you off, you leave. Like you not drop you off, but you go your separate ways or whatever. I wouldn't advise him seeing your house on a second date. I would advise meeting him at least for the first 3 dates. So let's say you have established a connection, it's a second date, and you want to kind of see him again really soon. If you do see him again soon, make it a 2 hour date, nothing more, nothing less, because you want to still be a mystery to him. You kind of want to be like a Mona Lisa to him, where he's like, what is she up to now? Like, what is she doing? Is she busy? I wouldn't recommend talking on the phone a whole lot if you are spacing out the dates once a week. What I would recommend you doing is texting him, not texting all day, just a few brief text messages throughout the day, maybe 4 or 5 exchanges. That's it. Get to it. Next date, let's say you're on a third date, and let's say the third date is a week apart. He's going to want to see you again for the third date. But maybe it could be him dropping off lunch to you. I mean, not, or like not to your house, but like I used to live in a downtown area. So like on between like a second and third date, someone would want to drop me off something. So I would be like, oh, okay, at this restaurant, right on the corner of my house, I'll meet you there. They didn't even know, like they knew I lived in the vicinity, but they didn't know where I lived. Thanks for this information. Oh my God. Can't wait to talk to you on our coaching call tomorrow. I am pumped up. I had the most amazing spiritual weekend of just like self-care, self-love. So yeah, let's do it. Coaching call this week. So anyways, so let's say it's a third date. So what was I saying about the third date? So basically on the third date, you know that you're attracted to him. You know that he's attracted to you. And Kevin Samuels highly says that like you can have sex on the third date. I say just build seduction and build attraction. So meaning like you're just like you're building kind of like when they ask for your number before the date, how do you turn them down politely? Ugh. I have an answer for that, but I will get to that in 1 second. So let's say it's the third date. You guys are kind of like establishing some rapport. And what I would recommend is for you to build the seduction. Like you ever, okay, so have you ever been with one of your best friends and they don't tell you something is on your shirt? They're like, let me put something on my shirt. Let's put this on my shirt, guys. This is on my shirt. This is right here on my shirt. I left my tag on. So let's say you're with him and you're like, oh man, like I want to show him I'm attracted to him, but do I owe him something? Like, do I owe him like, sex or something because I went out with him? So what I want you to do is to show him that like, sex is in our future, but baby, it's not tonight. And I've been having a wonderful time with you. When he has something on his shirt like this, don't tell. So like, with best friends, they don't say like, oh, you have something on your shirt. They're normally like, they just get it off for you. So if he has something on his shirt, I don't even care if it's the smallest speck of something. I don't even care if you have to make it up that something's on his shirt. I want you to just be like, I had to get that off your shirt. That builds chemistry. That builds seduction. Automatically, a man and a woman are going to have chemistry because that's just the human beings we are. So Ivana asked, when they ask for your number before the date, how do you turn them down politely? So the thing about this is you want to be cooperative. You don't want to show them that like you're so hard to get. So if he's asked for your number and the conversation is going good, I would just give it to him. Like I wouldn't even be like combative or anything. I would just be like, I would give it to him, but I wouldn't really text him. Like, let's say that you still have to make plans for a date. The only thing I'm talking about when we exchange numbers, because we've already established rapport if it's through online dating. The only thing that I would talk about is when the hell is we going on a date, boo? I wouldn't exactly say those words, but I would just be like, oh, okay, like date day, I'm free Saturday morning. I think Saturday morning dates are just like amazing. Like I think, you're not gonna want to be at a bar. Like you're kind of gonna be at like an outdoorsy place, somewhere you can walk around with him for like, an hour, whatever, somewhere you guys can like see new things, talk about new shops, and just really build like talking about things that don't involve your life and that don't really involve his life. And yeah, so I would say 3 steps are I wouldn't become a phone buddy with him during these 3 dates. I wouldn't build too much like chemistry with him the first 3 dates. Because you want to build something that is sustainable. You want to build something that is longevity. If a person gets too much of you too fast, it's going to be a little harder to build longevity because it's almost like they've already established a relationship with you before they even got to what they were getting to. So you want to kind of have it long and drawn out. You kind of want to do weekly because you want someone to like get to know your personality slowly. You don't want to just hand it to them like, here goes my personality. Here goes everything that I stand for. You don't want to tell a person all these rules that you have because, okay, guys, I remember when I was younger and I was going through like my celibacy phase, and I would tell guys, like, you know what? Like, I'm celibate right now, whatever, whatever. Let's try to turn on another light and see. Oh, that's kind of cute. Okay, cool. So you kind of want to sort of build it. You want to like, how like when you're cooking something, it's not done in 2 minutes. You don't want your relationship to be done in 2 minutes. You don't want to build too much rapport in the beginning. You want him to slowly be learning new things about you. Slowly. Because trust me, like if he's high value, every girl that he meets is basically his girlfriend on the first date. You want to show him like what is even her being my girlfriend even like all I can do is like fantasize about what it would be like. I don't even know for sure. You want it to be like growing, like boiling and boiling and boiling. You don't want to give too much too fast. I'm not a person who tells women like don't have sex like the first 90 days, like, whatever. Like, but I think you know how to gauge it. You know how to select the men that are going to be the ones that you sleep with, and the ones that you sleep with super quick, and the ones that you like show your wild side to, and then the ones that you build something with, like slowly building a relationship, slowly building the rapport. I don't think you have to wait 90 days. I just think you need to use your smarts and you need to gauge it. But yeah, so if he asks your number before, Ivana, I would definitely just be like, here you go. But like, I want the conversation, or being like, oh, are you about to text me about our date? That way he kind of knows like what he needs to do. I know sometimes we like to keep people guessing, but sometimes like we need to kind of help them out. We need to be cooperative. So I wouldn't say no, don't give him your number, but I would say yes, but have a purpose. Like the purpose is we haven't talked about a date yet. So now let's talk about a date. Does anybody else have any questions? Guys, let's get the likes up. Has everybody who's in here liked it? But yeah, so I don't know if you guys heard me talking about the first date, second date, third date, but I would recommend 1 week apart. If you can't do every date 1 week apart, you can do one close together, meaning like maybe like one day away. Like let's say you guys went out Saturday and then you hang out Monday. The second date, if it's super close together, I would recommend it being short and sweet. So not too long, just right. Like going right back to your car, like right after the dinner is done. Like, oh, okay, let's go to dinner on Monday, even though I just met you on Saturday, but like quick, okay? To where he's like, oh my God, like our first date was 5 hours, our second date was 2. Like I really want to be in her presence again. Our femininity, it's a gift. They can't hang out with their friends and like talk about the things that they talk about with us. I mean, sometimes they can, but like you kind of want to, like a guy isn't going to hang out with his friend and be like, oh, how was your day today? Like when a man hangs out with you, he's like, how's your day today? He's showing you that you're a feminine woman. And it's for you to keep that going. I've been seeing a lot of my clients, they've been kind of like aggressive with men, or like calling them like the N word, like in a joking way. I don't want you guys to be those girls. I want you to be that girl that treats him with respect, treats him like a man. Like joking and sarcasm is really fun and really cute, but keep it really feminine and really cute. Don't do it like aggressive. Like there's enough aggressiveness in the world. Be his soft place. Be his like escape from what's going on in his reality. Be his escape from his stress. Like, I thought it was interesting that you said we can establish sexual monogamy, but not girlfriend and boyfriend title. Will you make a video on that? Hate the thought of an unsuccessful situationship again. Tell me about it. I can do something like that tomorrow at the same time. Like, thanks for the video idea for sure. Um, I just think that, okay, so I'll stay on topic with this video. But yeah, so dating a high value man, don't give everything away so soon. And what I mean by that, I just mean like your personality. Like, let him maybe find out on the fifth date that like you traveled somewhere or you played soccer. You know what I mean? Yeah. So guys, I've only been doing 15-minute lives on YouTube. So I will be back tomorrow and I'll answer Bay's question tomorrow on the live stream at 11 a.m. I'm about to get off here, get ready for my coaching calls, and get over on Instagram and make a reel. So busy day as a coach. Happy Monday. This week is going to be miraculous. I just want you guys to maybe do a little silent meditation with me. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of some of my affirmations. So here's what I want you to sort of like say to yourself. I want you to breathe, take a deep breath. I am the baddest. I am the baddest. I am super resourceful. I am unbelievably resourceful. Everything is rigged in my favor. Things are always working out for me. Things are always working out for me. I have emotional intelligence. I have emotional intelligence. Things are bending in my favor. Things are moving out of the way for me. I make myself happy. I make myself happy. I want you to know that your happiness is not dependent on anything outside of you. It's dependent on you. And I have more, but this is a long live, so I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll be back here, same place, same time at 11.